Hey guys, and welcome back. Today I wanted to share with you how I dye my hair at home. I get a lot of questions about the specific color that I use, if it's hard to do, and today I'm going to pass along some tips as well as a full tutorial start to finish on how I do it. Honestly, I don't know why more people don't color their own hair. You can literally save hundreds of dollars, if not thousands, over a few years. I think it's so easy. It takes me about 45 minutes to an hour to do, and I use the Madison Reed kit. A lot of you guys asked me about the color that I use for my hair, and I use Venezia Brown, and it's got this really beautiful shine to it. I really love the golden undertones that it has. It's really my natural color, but with this extra dimension to it. And originally when I started dyeing my hair like a year and a half or a year ago, it was because I was trying to cover over my high maintenance highlights. But after time, I just decided I want to keep doing it because I love the shine that it gives. Like, look at that. It just has this extra dimension of shine, and it's very smooth and sleek, and I really like it. So if you guys would like to check out Madison Reed, they are partnering with me today on this video, and they gave me a coupon code for you guys too. So this is for 15% off and free shipping if you would like to check out the kit as well. This literally has everything you need start to finish to do your hair. All you need is a shower, because you gotta shower after you dye it, but I've been really impressed with it, and like I said, it's only like 45 minutes to an hour, and you can save so much money. So the first thing that you're going to want to do after you've got your kit is to make sure that you've got hair free of any kind of product. You don't want to have anything that's going to block the dye from being able to get to the hair, and make sure it's dry. So you don't want to be doing it on wet hair. I always do it dry. Then you're going to want to section your hair. I do it into 4 sections, and I'll part it down the middle, and I've got 2 in the front, 2 in the back, and make sure that they've got an even amount of hair in each section. Then you can take the barrier cream and you're going to put that all along your hairline. So basically anywhere that you think you might accidentally, get the dye on a little bit, around the hairline, the ears specifically, I always seem to get my ears, but you want to just put that all around, and that'll prevent any dye from actually dyeing your skin. They do have a little wipe at the end that you can use, and that completely wipes it off too, but it's just an extra prep step you can do to make sure that you're not going to stain your skin. The next step is my all-time favorite, and that is when you mix your color with the activator. There's something about it that makes me feel like a mad scientist, and I just really like it. So there's 2 ways of doing this. It comes with, your tube of color, and then you have your activator. Most people probably take the tube of color and they pour it into the activator. I personally like to use a bowl and a brush. I just feel like I have the most control over where it's going. It's less messy for me. I've done it both ways, but I really prefer the brush. And I don't know, something about mixing it with the brush, I just feel like it's really getting mixed really well, and I have a lot more control. So I go ahead and I pour in the color, and then I mix in the activator, and I get that all mixed up really well. You'll notice that it'll start to slightly tint as you're mixing it, because everything's getting activated and ready to color your hair. Now for the next step, there's actually a couple different methods. So you've got one method if you want to do an all-over color, maybe you're going from one color to another, or it's your first time doing it, or if you're just wanting to touch up your roots, or you're trying to cover grays. The method that I go with is to start with the very front of my hair and the very center part, and I like to tackle those roots first, because whatever you start with is going to get processed for the longest amount of time. Those are the ones that I really want to be the darkest and have the most time to process. So I always start up at the top, on that very center, and I'm going for the roots, and then along the front, and I go with that section first. Once I've got those front roots done, then I'll also use the end of the brush to kind of make a line back, and then I'll fold my hair over, and then I'm able to brush on the color. I make rows through each section about 1/4 of an inch apart, just so I make sure that everything is getting coated. And usually I stop at about, this far down, just so I'm just getting the roots. I want them to process for the longest amount of time. And I won't do sort of the mid or ends of my hair until after I've got all of the roots done. So once that section's done, I've got all the roots, then I move on to my next section. Usually that's the other one in the front. Get all of those roots done, then I do the ones in the back. And then I go through and I do the middle to the ends of my hair. Once those are all done, then I like to combine the sections and really massage all of the color throughout. You can also use a wide tooth comb for this if you like, or just your fingers. You can even use the brush that you used to paint all of the color on. And then I just roll it all up in a big bun, throw on the cap, and then you let that process for about 35 minutes. If you're trying to cover like blondes or grays, you can leave that on for an extra 10 minutes, so for a total of 45. But for me, I just do it for the 35. And then after that, you are done. That is everything you need to do with the color. So I like to just head straight to the shower. I toss my cap in the garbage, and then I head over to the shower, and I try to rinse as much color out as I can. And then I use the shampoo that's provided in the kit. I do 2 shampoos with that just to make sure I've got all of the color out. I feel like this kit rinses out the most easily of any of the ones that I've used in the past. I've had some that it seems like it's just continuing to strip out, and it doesn't just stay put. But this one, I feel like you can rinse the bulk of it out, and then it drains clear much faster. And then I do 2 shampoos just to, I don't know, just for good measure. And then I use the conditioner also from the kit. And then once I'm out of the shower, you can take your towel off and uncover the beautiful new color that you have. I always like, when I've got a new color, I like to, you know, put my product in and style it just so I can kind of see like how it's gonna look, and everything looks a little bit different once it's dried. And it's always exciting to kind of do the final reveal. So that is it. That is how I dye my hair at home. It takes me like 45 minutes to an hour. If you are new to dyeing your hair, don't worry. It's actually a lot easier than it seems like, especially when you have everything like in the perfect quantities all mapped out for you. I also think this would be so fun to do with like one of your friends who also wants to dye their hair. I know a lot of colorists, they actually have like a friend, a fellow hairstylist do their hair for them, and they just kind of trade back and forth. But that would be so fun if you've got like another mommy friend and you guys could each do each other's hair and just kind of hang out and chat and like trade back and forth and then process and then shower. I think that would be so much fun, and you can save a lot of money by just doing it at home and kind of make like a fun night of it. So anyways, guys, I hope you found this helpful. If you did, give it a thumbs up. Also, if you are interested in checking out Madison Reed and their kits, then don't forget to use the coupon code for 15% off and free shipping. I know, we just hate paying shipping. There's just something about it. I always like to ship for free. Plus a coupon is always good too. Anyways, don't forget to subscribe. I will see you soon. Bye guys.